What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So, a lot of people have been saying Centaurs is good. My understanding of it is it's good if you have Agris, but if you don't, then it's not so much. But anyway, I saved up 40,000 Agris, which is basically just like 2 days worth. And we're gonna try out an hour, see what it's all about. Plus, you can get artifacts here like the evasion and DR ones, so I wanted to try that as well and hopefully get some DR artifacts. So I think my understanding of Valencia grind spots is level 1 loot scroll with Agris or level 2 without. So we're just gonna try that out. Hopefully we can get something good, but mostly I just want to see how much silver we can get. Let me pop this. Let's pop a item drop rate. And yeah, let's go. So, hoping for the best, boys. I actually haven't been to Centaurs in a while. I think I've been there on season a little bit, but I haven't grinded on my main, so I don't know what to expect. But yeah. Maybe we'll also get a Spectre's energy for the first time in my life. So this is the spot I remember doing back in the day. It's a little weird because it goes up into the Naga temple, which is here while you're up here. And then it goes back down into the actual Centaur spot. But ultimately, I don't have a node leveled, so it doesn't actually matter. And yeah, before we do anything, I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the videos lately. You guys are awesome. Hopefully some of these are actually helpful and you guys are really enjoying it. So I've been starting to do more like helpful guide videos, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. But especially with all these changes happening, a lot of new players are coming into the game and probably are so confused, because I remember when I started this game it was actually confusing. There weren't any guides when I started, whereas nowadays there's a lot of streamers and YouTubers you can watch, so hopefully I could help you at least in some way. And even as a new player, there's a lot of things to learn, so all right. Oh yeah, forgot. Let's turn on this thingy. How much Agris does this use? That's not so bad. So over the times I've been grinding like Kadri and whatnot, I've gotten 3 evasion artifacts and 0 DR ones, and I'm like, well, I wish you could trade them because I play DR, but not evasion. But it's not like I'm just melting them. I just hold them. It's good to have anyway. Yeah. I think the music just kind of cut out. I don't know. How much silver are people getting here at Centaurs these days? Let me actually just raise the audio real quick. But either way, I don't think I'll be grinding here long term. It's more just a test to see how much I can get in an hour. Maybe if we could get 1 evasion artifact and the Spectre's energy, that would be sick. Also, another thing on my grind list to try is Thornwood Forest. I heard it got better than it was before, and I've actually did want to try to go for the Orzeka helmet just because I have the armor already, so I just need 1 more piece and I'm done. Plus I get the cool new title afterwards. So yeah, it was either between Ash Forest and Thornwood. I could do both of them. Ash Forest is a little bit more scary though, but I mean I could do it. But all my guildies who grind Ash Forest are just like, yeah, if you go for the Debo belts, or not Debo belts, the Debo necklaces, it's like 1 every 5 hours. It's like, ugh. I don't want to do that. It's scary. So I think what made this better was the trash loot significantly higher here, and it's what, like 21.9k a piece. So that's why it's only good with Agris. And yeah, actually, like each rotation doesn't use that much Agris, so that's nice. So I guess the way we'll calculate this is how much Agris do I use per kill, or I guess just in a simpler way, when I run out of Agris, how much time has passed, and then we'll multiply it, assuming we're doing the same rotation. I'm trying not to use too many buffs here, mostly because I don't think I need it anyway. I'm already one-shotting them. I love how magic crystals stack these days. It's awesome. Also, it is kind of scary nowadays because when magic crystals or like you get certain ones from certain spots, now you just have to RNG it. But ultimately, I don't think it's a big deal. Most of the time, people don't use BMCs except for precisions in your gear, and everything else is you're just melting it for the magical shard or whatever the green thingy is where you're questing. So ultimately, I don't think it's a bad thing. The crystals itself weren't super valuable. Also, let me just quick look at what the... Okay, so the artifacts, of course, the Centaur belt. We want a Spectre's energy. I guess Marnie box would be nice. Yona fragments, but mostly we want the all DR artifact. I'm convinced I've gotten like every other artifact except for that one. One you actually want. Do DKs actually use defensive artifacts? Like, obviously you can, but I think most people either use accuracy or the magic AP. I think that's the go-tos, which I have both of them now, which is nice. Also, I'm pretty sure this place actually sucks for XP, so you're here for money and artifacts, and that's it. Destroy Centaur treasure chest. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know what those are. What does this quest even do? Oh, just like combat XP. Yikes. I don't even know what the treasure chests are. It's a good reward, not here. Also, what's funny is these sealed black magic crystals, they're significantly cheaper in price than the individual ones. And I think that'll probably equalize soon, but it's kind of just funny if you need them. Back in the day, remember when black magic crystals are 6 mil each and they were like mega sold out? Now you can just buy them, so that's good. I think the reason why you could just buy them now is just because everyone has their pen accessory again. So if they ever wanted to be like, hey, there's too many black magic crystals on the market, you know what we should do? Let's give everyone another pen accessory. But I don't think they should do that now. Maybe like 3 years from now, it would probably be an okay thing. But not now. One DR artifact, please. Another windstone. Luckily, those actually do sell the windstones compared to the other ones. I'm actually kind of surprised that the fire imperfect stones don't really sell much, because a lot of people need the strike crystals and a few other red ones that are super important. But the blue ones seem to sell out a lot quicker. Is it possible to get 7 trash loot from level 2 scroll? Or do you just not use level 2 scroll in Valencia spots at all with Agris? If I get a Spectre's energy, you know what we're gonna do with it? Make a Black Star offhand. Just because it's funny, because Dandy, Zarkas, and Kudums and Nuver boxes, they don't sell. Or like base ones, they will sell, but it just takes time. Whereas I think Black Stars are probably worth a little bit more. Hit me with that quick Centaur belt. Oh, just kidding. What are the Centaur treasure chests? How I could kill like 1 second faster. By the way, guys, the Krogdalo gear is definitely worth getting, especially if you grind a lot. Just adds some stacked AP onto your total. So like this thingy, 5 AP. It's pretty handy. Not for this bot, but if you're doing higher end stuff. I'll trade like 100 of these for a DR artifact. No, I don't need massive pure magics. So let's talk about something. If you guys read the Global Lab patch notes, or I think this one is from Korea, I'm not sure. So anyway, there's going to be a new progression system for people who are looking to get a Pen Blackstar. And so basically it's like, if you have a current Tet Blackstar, you could trade up for this new item. I don't actually know the English name of it, but basically it's cheaper to enhance. The rates are kind of wonk, and I'm not sure if that's good, but basically it's cheaper to cron, and it might be a little bit better. So it's like steps along the way. It's like getting a Pen Blackstar with extra steps. It's not guaranteed, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It does look nice. It's like purple instead of the Blackstar red, but that's really all it's got going for it. So I looked at it, and it tells you on the patch notes, it's like, here's how much it's gonna cost to cron it, right? And when you look at it, what they're gonna do is raise the price of Pen Blackstars from 100 bill to probably, like, if I had to guess, probably like 150, 170 or something. I don't know. Just it's gonna be raised. That's 100%. But it's almost like they forgot that Capris is a thing. But I guess it's another option just in case Capris are sold out permanently on the market, so people can make progress midway. I think the new method people are going to be doing, if you don't already have a Pen Blackstar, is just honestly the best way and the cheaper, no RNG route is probably to just Capris your Zarka and whatnot. Ultimately, the difference is so minimal that kind of just want to buy Capris and gear up your stuff, or make your Pen Blackstar yourself. That's probably another good option. So luckily, I only have one Blackstar left to go, and realistically, I think after hearing that news, I'm going to be buying it, or either saving up 150 bill, which is less likely, or making it myself. And I think I kind of want to make at least one Pen Blackstar by myself. It's not really a good decision, but I just want it. So yeah, I've already been every like 850 mil. I've just put an order up for a costume and hope it fills. That's how it goes. God, I hate that little cliff right there. You have to jump. This game does just not want to give me artifacts. Maybe one day they'll actually make a system where you could trade up artifacts. Like, and it would only be in a set thing. So like if you have an evasion one, but you want a DR artifact, it could be like a 2 or 3 to 1 ratio to get one of them, which I think it would help remove a lot of excess stuff from the market and not fill the thing with those light stones and whatnot. Eventually they are going to have to come out with a system for light stones, because the way it works now is if you are positive karma, your light stones will never break, which I don't mind that system at all, but eventually, like 2 years down the line from now, when no one really needs artifacts or anything, and or lightstones, it's just gonna be like, oh, here's the market, it's flooded. So they're probably gonna use it as some sort of quest item somewhere down the line, or add some sort of trade up system, which I think is the best way to do. But right now, it's not really a big deal. It might be in a year. That's just my opinion. Honestly, right now, it's like, it's so bad to be negative karma. I wish you didn't get penalized for being a red player. Well, like, there should be some downsides for the more like thrilling adventure. Like, there's upsides and downsides to it, but right now, just being negative karma is really harsh. Losing really expensive crystals and losing XP, and sometimes downgrading if at the very worst case. Where's that Afuaru? Where you at? No survivors. Oh. But anyway, yeah. I don't know how I would change it. If I was a red player, how would I make it less penalty? I would... So I know Valencia and like everywhere else has different effects if you die as a red player. But I just think you shouldn't lose XP on player death, straight up, no matter red or not. And then... I don't know, like, the crystal loss is kind of scary, no matter what. Also, the naval fame with your negative karma thingy, like the naval fame. Yeah, that's like the harshest punishment, where if you go negative, you can't actually do anything until you get it positive again. Bro, this hour is kind of... How much trash loot do people make an hour here? I don't even know what's good. I'm just kind of here to test the spot. So if my hour is beyond scuffed and very little in terms of silver, snow, I don't know what I'm trying to compare with. Actual centaur belt when? There we go. Artifact when? DR in particular? We're still doing good on Agris? Oh, only 7,000 in 24 minutes. That's pretty good, actually. The Agris rate here, you could do an hour, I think, just fine. Yeah, I think every day when you get 20,000 agris, yeah, you could probably do 1 hour here just fine without any issues. Then again, I don't even know if this is the best spot. I just kind of like this one. Hit me with another centaur belt. Though. So I think 10,000 trash loot is like 200 mil-ish. Pretty good. Artifact, please. PR. Kind of want to test something a little bit. So I'm getting like 6 trash loot now, or 6 trash loot each. If I changed it to blue or level 2, I get 7. Is that worth it? I don't know, actually. You know what? I'll take the experiment loss for you guys if I'm just like lighting time on fire with this one. Fine. Yeah, I'm only getting 1 extra per kill, but that's like 20,000 silver per. So is it worth? Probably not if I do the math on it in terms of time. Not worth, but don't worry, guys. I'll take this L for you just for science. I kind of do wonder what the rate on artifacts are. It would be nice, game. Just throwing it out there. Right now, I'm basically like using... If I want to play a defensive artifact style, I have to use the HP artifacts that I have. I think the DR ones are slightly better. But imagine having that. Kaba. I remember when that was good back a few years ago. Not anymore, it's not. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to level 1. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes. Where does one find a centaur treasure chest? Well, I haven't heard this song or music before. Does that mean a new? Is there a gatekeeper? Never mind, it's gone. It's because the music keeps swapping. It's just because I keep going into 2 different nodes. Like this top area is like this is Centaur zone, and then the lower air or the upper is Naga's. Ooh, you want a fragment? Alright, yeah, let's go back to level 1. Level 2, you just get 1 extra trash loot per kill. And for the double the time, I don't think it's worth it. And this is someone coming from someone who has like 1,400 loot scrolls lined up. 1,400 of them. It still, like, actually amazes me to think that there are people who run out of loot scrolls. They give you a lot. I don't even really buy them from the cash shop. I just kind of get them from events and rewards for playing the game. I just don't grind a lot. Maybe like 1 or 2 hours a day. Now that the Marnie's realm is a thing, so... But yeah, I can see people who go like 6 or 7 hours a day every day. Eventually you'll use it up. And I just kind of have loot scrolls for days. I wish you could sell them, to be honest. Sell them for silver. And I've actually thought about this. I'm like, how much would they price it for each loot scroll? Because, for example, let's say you make 100 mil an hour. Obviously, that's a really low number, but let's just say 100 for the sake of simplicity, right? And then a loot scroll adds 50% to your loot. So you'll probably make, I don't know, another 50 mil an hour. So, and even then, you're not going to pay 50 mil for the loot scroll just to break even, right? So how much would they charge per loot scroll? Probably like half of that, maybe 30 mil or something. So that was just a general baseline. Obviously, people grind like literally billions of silver regularly, or at least a few 100 million, I guess, is the general average for a decent geared player. A few 100 mil an hour. So I don't know, how much would you charge for in silver for 1 hour of loot scroll? I think with today's things, like how much people are making in life skill and or just grinding, I think 100 mil for a 1 hour scroll would be very reasonable. You can't charge too much because people obviously want to profit. That's why you're using it. And like if you're breaking even, it just wouldn't make sense to buy it then. So I don't know, 100 mil for one hour scroll. Would you guys think that's fair? So let's say if you're making 300 or 400 mil and you're paying 100 for it, still profiting. That's good, right? And so people like me who don't grind 8 hours a day or something, then I think that's fair. Everyone wins. Grinders, non-grinders. Pearl Abyss sells more loot scrolls. They win. You know, one thing I've always thought about was I wish that if you see, you know, the loot scrolls, they work for the same way as life skilling. Like, obviously there's no timer for life skilling, but in a way of like here, it could give you the equivalent of mastery for like these scrolls, for example. You could turn a life or a loot scroll into a timer for life. But that one is actually, mastery is very strong, despite what people may imagine. The higher your mastery, like it's actually the difference between hundreds of millions of silver regularly. So they would have to balance it in some sort of way, but mastery is very strong. Speaking of that, I might actually hit Guru 12 Gathering in the near future. I don't really gather too much. I just do like whenever my energy's at like 500 or maxed, and then I just go gather for an hour, and then that's it. I go do something else. I'm not one of those people who uses those energy pots on cooldown. Oh, I bet I'd be richer if I did. Are we gonna get an artifact this next 20 minutes? That would be nice. So that's new music. Well, not new, but it's new in this area for some reason. If I get a DR out artifact, this hour is worth it no matter what. We have gotten quite a few, like 13 of these crystals. That's kind of a lot. Not that they're worth anything these days, but more than 0. But yeah, once we finish the hour, I'll do my calculations and see how much we made before tax. I calculate artifacts at like 10 mil. Because it gives 1 to 2 if you just melt it regularly, and I'll take the lowest value one, so like 1 to 2, so I'll just take 1, and then after tax you get 10 mil out of it. Or 12 minus tax is basically 10. Why can't I be lucky and just get a DR artifact 2 times? Oh, another attempt. Scammed. You can just like 8 the attack. All right. Drop rate for these RDs are kind of bad, to be honest. All right, so we are 45 minutes in. How much aggregates do we have left? Like 27,000. So we use like 13,000 in a little under an hour. That's not bad. Good to know how much you actually use an hour here. And I expect, like, let's say the higher or faster grinds classes are going to be using like 20,000 an hour. I think we're at what, like 11,000 trash? Ooh, an armor bundle. That's kind of good. Honestly, this place doesn't seem bad, especially for newer players or like seasoned characters who just need a place to grind for an hour. This one's like, it's not bad. The only thing for me these days is like I like grinding in spots near towns, whereas this one I kind of have to go out of my way to get to. Like it's near Alta Nova, but I'd rather just grind Elvia, to be honest. I wish that Dark Knights did the same amount of damage to Mystics and Strikers as everyone else did. Yeah, like I know Mystics and Strikers have the damage reduction against like magic damage, but that just seems like a really stacked class if you just get a grab, mega tanky stats, and you get to do a lot of damage. That just seems very strong. But if I had to fight one or the other, honestly, like I would rather fight a striker than a mystic. Either way, though, I'd lose to both of them, no matter what the gear is, probably. Another crystal. Bro, just give me an artifact one time. Sometimes I honestly think about just buying another Black Star and raw tapping for stacks. And then if it goes like past 280 for a pen Black Star, we save it for a pen accessory. But artisans, they expensive. All right, we got 10 minutes left. Used about 15,000 agris. Not too bad. I'm pretty sure this is a lot better on classes that obviously are faster, like Musa's. These are pretty cracked. I don't think Dark Knight clear speed is bad at all. I just think, I don't know, they're faster ones. How is Awakening Nova these days, actually? I'm curious about that. But I think I want to tag a class at some point, and I'm not really sure what I want. I'm kind of waiting for Awakening Dracania, and then we get to play that for a little bit before I make any decisions. Otherwise, if Awakening Dracania kind of sucks, then I might choose Sage, because that one seems like another one that I would be interested in. Sage or Zerker, because I already have the offhand for Zerkers and it would be a little bit cheaper. And Zerkers are kind of strong right now. They've always been pretty solid. I'm just like too dumb to know how to play a Zerker. But yeah, there are a lot of classes I want to try out. I just wish it wasn't so expensive, and learning how to play another class means hindering your progress on your main, and I get that having fun is the #1 thing in this game, but still. I think I'll start like messing around with different classes once I get my next pen Black Star. That way I could chill out a little bit and casual grind instead of just going for costume boxes all the time. But yeah, classes I would like to play are Sage, Draconia. After Awakening, we'll see how it is. Zerker. Maybe Warrior. I've always wanted it. Like, my first ever character that I made when the game first came out was Valkyrie, but I just don't like a lot of those S attacks. Whereas, for example, Dark Knights, they use a lot of shift attacks, like shift whatever. Whereas Valkyries are S attacks or back plus whatever. And I don't know. Too hard a muscle memory for S versus shift. But I really just like the versatility of Dark Knight, and both Succession and Awakening are very solid. Whereas some classes is just like, if you're not playing one of them, you're actually just doing it wrong. For example, Mystics, if you're playing Awakening, people are like, yeah, you're doing it wrong. Succession, the way to go. That's why I kind of stay on Dark Knight, because both of them are very solid in my opinion. So if I ever felt like I want to do this today, I could do that. I mean, you technically can, but I don't want to grief myself that hard. So, I mean, like Sage, people say Succession Sage kind of sucks. So all right, once this loot scroll ends, we'll tally up the numbers. 3 minutes. I can't believe though, an hour just went by pretty quickly. Like, it didn't feel like an hour. I guess anywhere is better than grinding to Shira Ruins, because that place, not only is it bad for silver, it's depressing to be there. The environment, the setting, it's rainy and gloomy. I like grinding in the new winter region. It's like, it actually is nice. Winter region's nice. All the Kama spots are pretty nice. Some of the Dregan ones are okay, minus the Shira. I kind of wish Elvia wasn't like dark green. Like, I get they have to differentiate between like normal Elvia so people don't just get clapped going in there the first time. I think that's literally the reason why it's different. But if I were to change anything with Elvia Realms, it would mostly be like the aesthetics of it. And you know how if you're grinding orcs, for example, right, and you have to break the prisons to get the light, you know how many notifications you see on your screen. It's like, this light is powering whatever. No one actually cares. I'm gonna be honest. And if it's your first time there and you have like no idea what that actually means, it means the area is, enemies in the area are weakened. That's happening. But I don't need to see it every minute. The only thing people want to see is whispers of a gentle spirit or something. Big damage buff, basically. We are about to go through this hour, taking an L with no artifacts. We didn't even get any base belts from direct drop. We got it from the soiled. That's it. All right, so we got 30 seconds on here. Let's just finish the rotation and then calculate our totals. All right, so now that thingy is down, how much we get? We'll figure it out after. We're almost back to this start. I'll be calculating everything, assuming you sell the stuff to the market as well. So we used a total of like a little under 18,000 agris. If you're a faster class than I am, then you probably use a little bit over 20,000. So in terms of trash loot, how much did we get? We got 17,500 trash loot. Let's see how much that is. Let's pull out the calculator. Each trash loot is 21,900 times 17,500 with agris. We made 383 mil off of trash loot alone, which is pretty solid, actually. Oh god. So 383 mil from trash. That's really good, actually. That definitely beats out orcs. 8, 13, 18 at 2.5 plus. Okay, so calculating that, 45 mil. That's like 450 mil. Then we got Capris and this one. Capris with, let's just say Capris is 3 mil. Hold on, let me actually notepad this. Add note. Okay, so that's 383. 18 scrolls times 2.5 mil equals. We just did that. Hold on. 45 million. 26. We'll count this as 3 million each. 26 Capris times 3 mil equals 78 million. 16 crystals times, how much are these? Like, I don't even know what the prices are. Let's just say 2 mil for the sake of easy. Like, you're definitely getting less on this, but 32 mil. We got 1 belt, but I'm not going to count that into the total. Like 4 mil, another 7 mil in blackstones. Let's just say 6 mil in blackstones. So let's calculate total. 383, which is actually a high number. 45 plus 78 plus 32 plus another 6. That's like 540 mil. And then obviously take out some in tax for these 3 for selling. But overall, that's actually kind of that's pretty solid money. So anyway, with that said, 500 mil for this hour. That's pretty good. The only thing is, though, it's only good with Agris. If you're not using Agris, it's probably not that good. So, is this spot worth it? Yes. Level 1 scroll, 500. Over 500 mil. Let's just say that, because I didn't actually calculate taxes into that. So let's just say over 500 mil after taxes, and level 1 loot scroll for the most part. So, yep, only good with Agris. Otherwise, if you're not using Agris, go grind Elvia. So, thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys later.